Yandy Smith has a captivating story that is going popular online. A private clip that swiftly went viral online claimed that the hip-hop musician had a secret affair with her co-star Chris Johnson. The video is anything but innocent, as it features the same co-star with whom she has been collaborating on her most recent movie, The Love You Give. There is much more in the movie than only Yandy, and despite not being intended for a wide audience, Chris's professional chemistry in the film stunned viewers, and it went viral on social media. Yandy's marriages to men are in danger of dissolving, and her entire private life is suddenly open for public scrutiny. The fallout was immediate. How did the general population find out about this? They knew it was a private moment, but was it a precursor to something much more? The drama is just getting started, accusations are flying, and emotions are running high. What will Yandy this horrible betrayal? What are the male VCs going to think? Who is responsible for the release of this terrible movie? The truth will be revealed if you pay close attention. The most recent issue facing the entertainment industry that is garnering attention from all over the world is about Yandy Smith. Following the release of a hidden private video of her and her co-star Chris Johnson, one of the most controversial issues of the year concerned her new part in the movie The Love You Give, which was supposed to be a career-defining one. This film, which depicts a passionate moment between Chris and Yandy away from the cameras and the set, was never intended for public consumption. But it has generated a lot of discussion on social media and conjecture about her private life. Can be seen laughing heartily, making personal jokes, and even seeming to kiss. The two actors' chemistry is undeniable, even though some might not think the kiss is very notable. Furthermore, it has given rise to speculation about an unexpected secret relationship. Even so, a lot of people were initially taken aback when the video went viral. Yandy has consistently been. She is well known for being a strong, independent woman and a loving wife because of her dedication to her family. Over time, her public character has evolved due to her appearances on Love and Hip Hop, which portray her as a devoted family woman. She has children with mendeecees and is well known for protecting and adoring her spouse. Currently, supporters are, after seeing this film, which threatens to shatter that well-constructed image, they begin to doubt all they believe they know about her. The release date of the video is nearly too significant to overlook. Yandy posted details about her and mendeecees' connection on social media in the weeks preceding the scandal. By sharing photos of her family's time together, travels, and hobbies, she presents an idyllic, happy family. Their family, but many people are perplexed and surprised by the very different plotline in the Yandy and Chris film. Fans and followers have reacted differently, and viewers have differing viewpoints. Some fans dismissed the video right away, saying it's just a scene from the film. They contend that the on-screen romance between Yandy and Chris was entirely. On the internet, there are numerous hypotheses and conjectures regarding Yandy and Main's marriage. Fans critique the film's intimacy, pointing out that Chris and Yandy appear to be far more comfortable with one another than is proper given their professional connection. Some fans, though, aren't really sure. Have spent years documenting the highs and lows of their relationship. During both their good and bad times, their relationship has received some of the greatest coverage in the reality TV industry. But because of this startling footage, everyone is now questioning everything. What could have caused the woman who has always defended her husband Yandy to suddenly turn against him? The assertion claims that male DCs. Though those close to him insist that this is untrue, he has always been the more reclusive of the two, rarely answering rumors or participating in public drama. He reportedly finds it difficult to trust Yandy, the woman he believed to be so familiar, and is saddened by what he witnessed. Male DCs don't know. Many close to her claim that she is under pressure, despite the fact that she has not yet properly responded to the video. This isn't the case, even if she's accustomed to being the focus of attention. Insiders claim that since the audio was released to the public, NBC has been aloof, and the two have spat bitterly behind closed doors. Nevertheless, the video has created a great rift between them, and their marriage will not stand for this betrayal. Yandy's co-star Chris Johnson is currently facing backlash because a lot of people think he leaked the footage. His close involvement in the matter has angered many, despite the lack of hard proof that he was responsible for the film's distribution. Millions of people have seen the movie, and the harm is irreparable. Chris has tried to protect himself, but it's become more difficult to ignore the mounting pressure. People close to him claim that he is finding it difficult to handle the aftermath from the flurry of communications he has received from admirers requesting clarifications. As the days pass, more comments are left on the video, and it continues to gain popularity. Some are willing to stand up for her, saying that the video was merely a friendly moment amongst co-stars. Despite this stress, the Love You Gives production crew is making every effort to maintain order. Due to the tragedy, it is uncertain if the picture will ever be released, even though it was meant to be one of the biggest releases of the year. One thing is certain, though, despite the fact that some people are angry with Yandy for supposedly divorcing her husband. Yandy's meticulously constructed public persona is in serious jeopardy. There have been reports of delays and possibly reshoots involving the late actress, but nothing has been confirmed as of yet. The producers are reportedly thinking of removing a few of Yandy's scenes from the finished product, although doing so would just make the problem worse. Fans are now questioning the film's credibility, with many worried that the drama will now overshadow it. At the moment, things are. Although Yandy is attempting to remain silent about the video, more people are discussing it, and the longer she stays, the more suspicions grow, which is why fans are obviously incensed. As the drama intensifies, it's unclear what Yandy's future contains, and it seems like things are going worse more quickly than anyone could have predicted. One of the most talked about scandals in recent memory is the covered affair between Chris Johnson and Yandy Smith. She will undoubtedly respond to the footage by speaking out. We'll find out in time. Will she make an effort to maintain her marriage to men? How about the film? Will the scandal be able to be overcome? Ongoing, and the consequences of her private video are still being felt. Regarding Yandy's alleged betrayal of her marriage to mendeecees, people are divided on whether to support or criticize her. The rumors are just growing louder, and the gossip machine isn't being stopped. Mendeecees are reportedly having difficulties, and this topic has grown to be one of the most divisive topics in the entertainment sector. He has always been the one to keep his personal issues private and stay out of the spotlight, so this betrayal has stunned him, according to friends and family who have voiced worries about his handling of the situation. According to those who know Yandy well, his actions leave men in full awe. He has assisted her, but now he has to look into everything. Was their bond as solid as he believed it to be? Did they truly have affection for one another? It has been discovered that during the past few days, mendeecees has experienced multiple emotional breakdowns. He has been speaking with Yandy behind the scenes in an attempt to resolve the problems that have been troubling him. He endured her time away from home while she was filming Love and Hip Hop, and he has been there for her through good times and bad. Being the professional that she is, insiders claim that Yandy has been dodging mendeecees' attempts to resolve the matter by keeping quiet ever since the video was made public, rather than confronting the mounting accusations. However, supporters are becoming increasingly upset because her silence has just served to fuel the fires. They are looking for quick answers. Fans accuse Yandy of trying to hide the truth, and the longer she doesn't say anything, the more doubts they have. Some even question whether Yandy is trying to stop talking to mendeecees in order to make her relationship with Chris Johnson public. Yandy's well-constructed public image as a devoted mother and wife destroyed what used to be viewed as a sign of loyalty and strength is now viewed with contempt and distrust. Her fans are starting to doubt the veracity of her posts, which include her candid expressions of love for mendeecees and beautifully captured family portraits. It could have all been a front. Did the pictures of joyful events and family getaways serve as a stylish front for the actual drama taking place behind closed doors? The fact that this problem has created a schism within the couple's fan group is among their most startling features. Some individuals have banded together to support Yandy, claiming that it is unreasonable to hold her accountable for a single occurrence and that the video was an error. These proponents contend that she should be pardoned because everyone makes errors. They claimed that the kiss in the video was only a fleeting interaction between two actors who were fully immersed in a scene's filming. Yandy has always loved and supported her family, so even though some people believe she has betrayed them entirely, this doesn't diminish the positive things she has done over the years. They contend that she should be honest with her fans about her relationships with mendeecees and her children. Some even speculate that the two of them may have shared more than just a kiss. No one is certain, but the longer Yandy doesn't say anything, the more rumors spread. The video has an impact on more than just men. Chris Johnson, Yandy's co-star, is also dealing with his storm. She is accused of lying about their relationship by both her and Chris Johnson. Did they have a covered affair for a few months? Fans attacked Chris after he agreed to appear in the video, accusing him of exploiting Yandy's weakness. They wondered if Yandy had any hidden agendas, if he was just having a passionate moment or if it was all part of a bigger scheme to get close to him. Chris has made an effort to maintain a low profile since the video went viral, but pressure from his supporters and the media is getting stronger. Even though Chris has made every effort to disassociate himself from the issue, he is unable to deny his role in an incident that ended Yandy's marriage forever. Insiders claim that the film's team has put a lot of pressure on Chris. According to reports, Chris is starting to feel the heat and realize how damaging the video has been, who are making a great effort to disassociate themselves from the situation. Although it's easier said than done, they have even implied that reshoots would be required to save the movie. Even if the damage has already been done, some supporters continue to hope that Means and Yandy will make amends. They are confident that the couple's strong friendship will help them get through this trying period and eventually find a way to move past the tragedy, despite the criticism. Others, however, are less hopeful, believing that Means and Yandy's marriage may fail under the strain of public scrutiny and that a divorce may result. After all of this turmoil, Yandy's life will never be the same, but everyone is confused about what is real and what isn't because the video revealed a side of her that they didn't anticipate. Right now, it appears like waiting and seeing how things work out is the only viable course of action. Will the scandal cause Yandy and Means to part ways or remain together? Time will tell, but the stress continues to worsen as the hours pass. Yandy, who was formerly a representation of fortitude and tenacity, is currently struggling to uphold her reputation in the face of severe criticism. Additionally, speculations are spreading as a result of her quietness, making admirers wonder what her real intentions are. Is she giving herself more time, or does she intend to end the marriage? To handle the significant betrayal of confidence, but it appears that Means is getting close to his own breaking point. He is obviously feeling the psychological effects of seeing his family torn apart by this dispute. His ability to remain calm under pressure has always been well known, but this time is different. Because of his activities, Yandy has remained out of the spotlight, and it's evident that the fans can't wait to see what happens in this terrible saga. The questions are getting bigger, and it's getting harder to find the solutions. Does Yandy have anything to say? Will the mendeecees be patient enough to ignore her, or is one of Hollywood's most talked about collaborations coming to an end? He can no longer cope with the emotional toll it has taken on him. How is this drama going to play out? The world is unquestionably seeing Yandy Smith's life descend into disaster, with each day getting worse. It's becoming evident that the story's central players are not the only ones impacted by the occurrence involving Chris Johnson and Yandy Smith's private video. Tensions are strong behind the scenes, and what at first appeared to be a private affair between guys and Yandy have swiftly turned into a public spectacle that is causing division among their followers as well as inside their own social group. According to insiders, Means, who has always been calm, is seeking solace from close friends, but he finds the treachery difficult to handle. Means has been talking to those he trusts about his feelings of perplexity and hurt. He has been asking questions that no one appears to be able to answer, and those closest to him are equally perplexed by the circumstances as he is. The fact that he obviously didn't anticipate it makes it all the more terrible. He has loved and supported this woman for years. How could he let happen to her? Longtime friends and relatives of mendeecees have reported are concerned about his mental health. Never before has he felt so vulnerable, and the strain of this circumstance is starting to wear him down. Others fear that since he has seemingly been unable to concentrate on anything else, this will his career. NBC is well known for his services to the music industry and his prior career on TV because of his numerous media appearances. It's uncertain how his personal life will affect his future objectives because it's already influencing his work life. The emotional distance between Means and Yandy is one of the most difficult parts of the separation. As the weeks pass, it seems like both of them are withdrawing into quiet, and their communication is getting worse. According to sources, Yandy has been dodging heightened scrutiny by maintaining up. Although her team has been working hard to control her image and deal with the bad press, it seems like the damage has already been done. Her supporters start to doubt her motives the more she keeps things from the public. Despite her silence, Yandy has occasionally mentioned the emotional toll the scandal has placed on her, made cryptic remarks on social media regarding the need for introspection and finding fortitude under trying circumstances. These messages, however vague, have stoked speculation that Yandy is covertly undergoing a phase of introspection and life reassessment. Supporters of Yandy want to know if he believes Supporters who feel she has been lying to them don't seem to find these guarantees enough, despite Yandy's team's best efforts to change the subject by assuring reporters that she is attempting to move on and is concentrating on her family. Nobody knows if she's attempting to avoid dating men or make sense of what occurred. People who once thought Yandy was a devoted mother and wife are now questioning whether they were mistaken all along. The controversial co-star Chris Johnson is coping with her new, aloof and reclusive side. Even though Chris does his hardest to hide his relationship with Yandy from the media, he can't help it. His social media profiles have been inundated with accusations from fans that he is abusing Yandy and trying to end their marriage. According to reports, Chris is carrying the burden of Yandy's film. The production business that initially connected her and Crest is likewise working to lessen the damage caused by the public's animosity as the pressure on him increases. They have been trying to disassociate themselves from the issue and prevent further press behind the scenes. Although it's unclear how much, sources say they have thought about altering the film's marketing plan and possibly even reshooting some parts. Chris has remained largely silent about the matter and has only made a few brief statements in the interim denying any malice. But even these accusations seem pointless in light of the overwhelming evidence against him. There may be a cover-up attempt underway in the background, according to some accounts. Workers are making every effort to hide the occurrence in an effort to alter public opinion and remove all traces of the footage. The more they attempt to control the narrative, the more obvious it is that they have apparently approached a number of media outlets and promised them exclusive stories in exchange for reduced coverage of the battle. Although some of Yandy's friends have been more critical, others have supported and encouraged her. Some of her most loyal fans are reportedly starting to question her. Since the damage is irreparable, any effort to restore Yandy's reputation only makes things worse. According to a family member, Yandy's behavior has strained her bonds with mendeecees and other individuals who have always stood by her. According to a source, she seems to have lost her way. She was once a person that people looked up to and considered a role model. She is now simply another famous person embroiled in controversy. Sources claim that mendeecees and Yandy's children are currently coping with this issue because their family life is being destroyed by the media spotlight. Despite mendeecees' alleged efforts to keep the kids out of the spotlight, it is evident that they are not immune to the stress. The closest relatives of the family are concerned about the scandal's long-term repercussions and how the kids will cope with the harm to their parents' relationship. For years, they have watched the once contented house on television, but now it makes them anxious and stressed. Yandy is reportedly concentrating on her work in an effort to save her employment. Even though Yandy has been seen attending events and working on new projects, it is evident that the video incident has altered her from the calm, self-assured lady she once was. Her employees are supporting her in her other pursuits and making every effort to keep her in the spotlight despite her hectic personal life. Recent sources claim that rather than being an isolated encounter, the video was a part of Chris and Yandy's ongoing flirting. According to insiders, they might have shared a closer bond that transcended their work-related limitations. As the weeks go by, fans get more information about the actual video. In the wake of this shocking media revelation, many now question whether Yandy and Men's marriage was ever really stable. Others question whether there were indications of their relationship's problems prior to the video or whether it is the only evidence. The drama is far from over because it feels like there are new surprises and twists every day. Every new finding enthralls the crowd, yet, as the situation develops, it's uncertain what these three people's futures will bring, but one thing is for sure: their lives will never be the same. As the drama comes to an end, Yandy Smith and Chris Johnson men's lives keep collapsing under the weight of the media. Yandy feels as though she is battling her past actions at every turn, and as more people continue to hold her accountable, she is being forced to deal with the grave consequences of her decisions. At a critical juncture in his life, Mendy is uncertain if his marriage can survive this public upheaval. Since they are being monitored all the time, there is a lot of worry. Intensified to the point of collapse behind closed doors, the once thriving relationship between the two is now in shambles. Those close to them claim that since their once unbreakable love was broken, the two are having trouble communicating. Mendy has reportedly been deeply insulted by Wendy's actions and handling of the matter. Many believe Yandy hasn't displayed any. According to insiders, Mendy has begun to consider his choices and determine if it is worthwhile to battle for a marriage that now seems to have been based on deceit. Repentance has just made the mendeecees more agitated because his main concerns are his children and how the drama is impacting them. It is becoming increasingly difficult for him to envision a future with her, and he no longer has faith in her. Since everything is taking place so publicly, he is doing everything he can to keep them safe from the mayhem. It's getting harder, though, as the dispute keeps taking over the news. He is currently struggling to preserve his marriage, shield his family from the unfavorable publicity, and hold onto what little dignity he still possesses. Because Yandy is still coping with the consequences of the occurrence, her reputation is in danger. Even though she has tried to divert attention with new projects and appearances, her once thriving career is now in danger as big companies and sponsors start to turn their backs on her. Supporters of Yandy are also split. Some think she merits another chance, while others feel deceived and no longer see her as the inspiration they previously looked up to. It appears that no amount of media manipulation can be able to undo the permanent change in how the public views her. Chris Johnson is dealing with the consequences of his behavior. The private video he appears in has sparked controversy online, with many followers accusing him of exploiting Yandy's weakness. Despite Chris's efforts to keep a low profile, some claim it's become more difficult to escape the criticism. His career is now in danger, and the corporation may ban him, despite the fact that he once appeared to be on the verge of success. The video, which was first meant to be a private moment, has now become a contentious issue that has the potential to destroy a career. He is taking his career in show business very seriously and is feeling the pressure of the circumstance. The greatest shockwave, though, is still the effect this conversation is having on Yandy and Men's kids. According to insiders, the couple's kids are finding it difficult to handle the prolonged media attention and the stress it is putting on their family relationships. According to those close to the marriage, the kids are perplexed by the scenario. Despite mendeecees' best efforts to protect them from the worst, their entire world has been turned upside down, and their charming family life is now history. Nobody can predict what the future will bring. Much conjecture has also been sparked by the video's aftermath over the actual nature of Chris and Yandy's relationship. Currently, many people remain unconvinced despite Yandy's denials of ever having a romantic involvement with Chris. Numerous sources claim that the two are much closer than Yandy has made them seem, and some even theorize that they might have been secretly dating before the video was made public. It is clear that fans want to know more about this dispute, which has surely resulted in there are more questions than answers. More details are emerging as the inquiry into the video leak goes on. According to rumors, the film showed the continuity of a relationship that Yandy and Chris had concealed from the public, rather than a single incident. The romance, which was concealed for months, was allegedly sparked by the video, according to insiders. Although Chris and Yandy have previously intended to make their relationship public, but the movie leak has made them face the consequences far sooner than they had anticipated. But there's a catch. Further allegations indicate that the video was purposefully released to the public. Although it hasn't been verified yet, there are claims that Chris Johnson released the film himself in an attempt to profit from the media craze. Since the release of the tape, Yandy has reportedly been in crisis mode, attempting to preserve what little she still has left of her personal and professional lives. If proves to be accurate, the entire dispute was a part of a deliberate strategy to raise Yandy and Chris' profile. Without a doubt, this would level the playing field and call into question everything that has transpired. She's been managing the narrative with her PR staff, but it's much more difficult than she anticipated. She is making every effort to minimize the damage, but she is unable to stop the bad press that fans and the media are generating. Her reputation is being seriously damaged, and the problem seems to be getting worse every day. Men's is to blame as well. Things are becoming worse every day, and her reputation is being more harmed. Men's is trying to put his broken surroundings back together. The formerly self-assured man is now doubting every aspect of his marriage. For the benefit of his kids, he is making an effort to maintain some semblance of normalcy. But his relationship with Yandy has been ruined, and it is obvious that nothing will ever be the same. Whether Yandy and Chris Johnson can regain the trust that was lost in their failing marriage is uncertain. The dispute is far from ended, as seen by the fact that it continues to garner media coverage, and supporters are keen to watch how things develop as more. Will Yandy and mendeecees be able to patch up their strained marriage once the truth is out? Scandal may or may not help Chris Johnson's career, but one thing is for sure. Without a doubt, the lives of these three individuals will never be the same, and their admirers are in total surprise at the heated debate around Chris Johnson's mendeecees, and there are yet more unexpected twists to come. So everyone is curious about how this story will end. Smith Yandy. This book contains horrifying betrayals and startling revelations. What do you think will happen next? Is Yandy and mendeecees' marriage irreversibly ruined, or can their close friendship be repaired? It seems as though Chris Johnson will never make amends for his past transgressions and that his career is ruined. Tension, and we'd want to know what you think. You are welcome to share your thoughts in the box below. Do you think that is this merely publicity, or has Chris and Yandy's affair always been kept a secret? Stunt, is this a more complicated issue than it initially appears, or are guys being duped? False charges, we value your thoughts and would want to hear them. For further updates, remember to click the like button. This tale was just as amazing to us as the video. Please subscribe to our channel to stay up to speed on this scandal and other celebrity dramas. Next section of the narrative, you will receive an alert as soon as we disclose the most shocking information, so be sure to click the note. Keep in mind that this drama is only beginning and the entire world is watching.